retired. I retired almost 10 years ago. It's been great ever since then, as I've been able to try out various activities and things that I'd not tried out before, and to pursue vague interests which I never had any time for when I was working. So I came and we saw something quite fantastic, absolutely phenomenal, and as we were leaving she found this little card which said about free drama sessions for the over 60s who were resident in Hackney, and she said to me, "You're over 60, why don't you try this out?" My work before I retired involved a lot of foreign travel, actually, and I found when I retired that I knew almost nobody. That has meant a great deal to me, because it's not so easy really to get to know people in an area if you're not taking your kid to school, if you're not involved in some job locally. It's quite difficult, you know. It's quite fascinating and quite exciting to discover a new person, and there's a trust involved when you're in a play together, and a comradeship builds up. So I think that's my relationship with the group. I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity, in fact, to develop these kinds of relationships with people that I couldn't possibly have. It's quite different from making friends in the normal sorts of ways. The ability to sort of stand up and speak and not feel that there was something strange, something ridiculous about this. I think what I'm saying about it is self-confidence and the idea of presenting yourself. The beginnings of the glimmering of an idea about what acting is, and of different people's lives, and what it would be like to be somebody else other than who I am. The Arcola was in such an awful old building that you felt that you were there for the theatre and not for anything else. So it brought in some seriousness, I think. Not that this building is the lap of luxury, but the loos are a damn sight better here, for example. There are alternatives. I think that the Arcola is superior because of its willingness to try out new things and to take risks, I think. And I think, yes, this is where the community connection between the Arcola and Hackney, not just Dalston, I feel that that's what the Arcola is good at. The most extraordinary performance that we did was the joint production with between the Arcola Theatre and Punch Drunk. And it was extraordinary. It was immersive theatre, and it was the first immersive theatre, maybe the last, that I've been involved in. It was based on Dickens. It was for the Dickens centenary, or was called The Uncommercial Traveller. They took over a lock-up shop through Hackney Council. This was quite near the Geoffrey Museum. It was done up as a Victorian soup kitchen. The lights went low and we were all done up in our Dickensian outfits, and there was this extraordinary music, and it was so spooky. I was terrified when I first went into the set. No, you would be too. And each of us in the group developed a character, and we had our own place at the table. We all were just so amazed, stunned, grateful, excited by that experience. It's going to be the best experience of all time, and whatever I do afterwards couldn't match that.